All right, let me ask you something. If I told you that being a barista, or a truck driver, or even a meat worker in Australia could lead to permanent residency, would you believe me? No. Seriously. Most people hear PR in Australia, and they immediately think of engineers, nurses, IT gurus, and of course, accountants. You know, the classic visa-worthy jobs. But here's the truth no one really talks about. There's a whole secret back door called DAMA, and it's handing out PR pathways like it's Oprah on giveaway day. You get a PR, everyone gets a PR under certain regional and occupation-specific agreements. So, in this video, we're diving into the DAMA occupation list for 2025 and uncovering the unexpected jobs, and I mean seriously surprising ones. That could be your golden ticket to staying in Australia permanently. What even is DAMA? Before we jump into the list of underrated PR-worthy jobs, DAMA stands for Designated Area Migration Agreement. Fancy name. But here's the short version. It's a special migration program designed to help regional areas in Australia fill skill shortages by bringing in overseas workers for roles that don't usually qualify for PR under the standard skilled visa system. Think of it like this. Big cities are picky eaters. They want gourmet chefs, data scientists, and neurosurgeons. Regional areas, they're like, mate, we just need someone who can drive a truck and pull a decent espresso. And that's where DAMA comes in. Each DAMA agreement is tailored to a specific region, like the Northern Territory, far north Queensland, or even Adelaide. And they've got their own occupation lists, their own wage thresholds, and sometimes even English and skill concessions. Translation: it's way more flexible. Jobs you never thought could lead to PR. All right, now the juicy part. Let's go through some of the DAMA occupations in 2025 that will absolutely surprise you. I guarantee at least one of these will make you go, wait, what? 1. Hospitality roles, waiters, cooks, chefs. You might already know that chefs are in demand across Australia, but under DAMA, even roles like cafe manager, restaurant supervisor, and waiter can lead to PR, especially in places like far north Queensland and South Australia, where tourism and hospitality are vital to the economy. Let me put it this way. If you've ever balanced 5 plates on one arm, or dealt with a table of 6 that all ordered gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, but still tasty, you deserve PR just for surviving that shift. 2. Aged care workers and disability support workers. Now, these roles are super valuable and finally getting the attention they deserve. Under DAMA, especially in places like the Northern Territory, aged care and disability support workers are on the occupation list. And not just the senior management roles, we're talking personal care assistants, support workers, and carers. So, if you've got experience looking after people, even without a university degree, this might be your best pathway to stay in Australia for the long haul. 3. Bakers and pastry cooks. If you're more into croissants than code, you're in luck. Many DAMA lists include bakers, pastry chefs, and bread makers. Again, these roles are essential in regional areas that rely on small, locally run bakeries. Fun fact, some regions even sponsor cake decorators. So yes, your sponge art and piping skills could actually get you a visa. Sweet deal, right? 4. Truck driver, general and freight. Now this one is actually in high demand across multiple DAMA regions. From the Northern Territory to Warrnambool, truck drivers are on the list, and we're not talking about needing a PhD in logistics. If you've got the right license, solid experience, and can handle the open road, you could be hauling freight and driving your way toward PR. I mean, let's be real. Without truck drivers, everything stops, literally. No groceries, no fuel, no toilet paper. We remember 2020, don't we? So yes, Australia needs you behind the wheel, and not just for short-term work. They're ready to make it permanent. 5. Meat worker, boner, slicer. All right, this one might not be glamorous, but it's definitely powerful when it comes to migration. Roles like meat slicer, boner, slaughterer, and even meat packer are included in DAMA lists, especially in regions like the Northern Territory and Warrnambool. These are physically demanding jobs, no doubt, but they're in short supply, and regional meat processing plants are struggling to find reliable workers. Some of these roles even come with concessions, meaning the English requirement is lower, and the salary threshold is more achievable. So, if you've got experience in meat processing, there's a clear pathway to PR. Just be prepared to work hard. It's not all sausages and sunshine. 6. Hairdressers and beauty therapists. Yes, your glam squad might also be on a PR pathway. Regions like South Australia are seriously short on qualified hairdressers, nail techs, and beauty therapists. Why? Because regional salons can't find enough skilled workers to keep up with demand. Apparently, even in small towns, people still want perfect eyebrows and fresh fades. So, if you've got scissors, a steady hand, and a bit of magic, your skills could lead you straight to permanent residency. 7. Childcare workers. Another underrated gem. While early childhood teachers are already on the general skilled list, childcare workers, those working in centres as carers or assistants, are now appearing in multiple DAMAs. Given the childcare shortages in regional Australia, this role is now being recognised as critical. So, if you've got experience wrangling toddlers, changing nappies at lightning speed, and singing Baby Shark without losing your mind, Australia needs you. 8. Barista. Yes, you heard that right. The person making your almond milk flat white at your local cafe. They might be on their way to becoming an Aussie citizen. Under some DAMAs, like the one in South Australia, baristas are on the occupation list. Why? Because regional areas are struggling to find people who can make a proper coffee without burning the beans. And honestly, Australians take coffee more seriously than politics. So, if you've got experience pulling shots, frothing milk, and maybe even doing latte art shaped like a kangaroo, this could be your foot in the door. How do you actually get PR through DAMA? Good question. Here's the basic roadmap. Find a job in a DAMA region with an approved employer, and the employer needs to be endorsed by the local government body. You apply for a labour agreement position, usually a 482 visa or 494 visa. After working for a certain period, usually 2 to 3 years, you may become eligible for PR through the 186 or 191 pathways, depending on your visa. Some occupations even come with age waivers, English concessions, and experience flexibility. So it's not instant, but it's a real, viable path. Why the DAMA program is a game changer. Let's be honest, the General Skilled Migration Program is crazy competitive right now. You've got people with 90-plus points in the EOI pool just waiting for a whiff of an invitation. Meanwhile, DAMA is like that cool, low-key cafe with no queue and better coffee. Fewer people know about it, fewer people apply, and the criteria are actually realistic. Look, Australia needs workers in regional areas, and thanks to DAMA, those roles are finally getting the recognition they deserve. If this video gave you a bit of hope, or at least made you rethink your barista's visa status, don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe share it with a friend who's stressing over their PR options. Catch you in the next one.